Hello and welcome. This is Talcos from Maniacal Laughter here, and today, as you can see, we have Crusader Kings. Oh yeah. This is the newest Paradox title out. In the same vein as First Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, Victoria, and I'm a big fan of Paradox games. The problem is that they really have a steep learning curve to begin with, but I figure I might as well do a little let's play on this. It will be interesting since I've played a little bit of, as a lot of people seem to do, a small county or duchy in Ireland to start out with, but I think we can get a little more ambitious. We're at the Stamford Bridge historical start, the earliest. I'm not sure if this will be a full let's play or just a learning let's play, because 400 years of history can be a bit daunting. But anyways, the entry screen is very much a Paradox game. You can essentially choose not only any country, but any duchy or any county, really. You can see the various different religions spread throughout the European area, various cultures, and actually I am going to choose Apulia. So let's see how it goes. Now, one of the things that is a little bit daunting is always the first, oh god, there's so many buttons and things, what do I do? With Paradox games, well, first we have our top bar here, title loss on succession, titles that we can create, titles that can be observed, and ambitions. Well, we'll get to all those. First of all, let's look at our little realm here. Not bad, not bad. We seem to have a lot of vassals. The little shields indicate that we have someone ruling over them in our stead, but hopefully they pay taxes to us. Alright, let's check our council out. Generally, you'll want as high a number as you want, with 10 competent. Generally, I would say over 13 if you can get it. But our nation seems to be slightly lacking in skilled chancellors. Diplomacy is not our strong suit, which is okay. Actually, let's look at our character. The Duke Robert of Apulia, a Norman ruling in Italy, which is actually an interesting little side bit that the Normans actually came to southern Italy about 150 to 100 years before the starting date of this game. They came as essentially mercenaries and freebooters and, well, set themselves up. And were able to actually hold on to the area despite efforts to dislodge them by various factions and individuals, essentially forging their own little kingdom here. He is a brilliant strategist, excellent. As you can see, lots of bonuses to martial, intrigue, stewardship, learning, deceitful, more intrigue, less diplomacy. Envious, more intrigue, less diplomacy, patient, cross-board bonuses, paranoid. This could be something. As we can also see, he has a wife. A lot of game starts, one of the first things you'll do is find your character a wife. This is our heir, as you can see by the little crown symbol. The red blood symbols indicate that they are related to you, whereas the black ones mean that they are related to you but not acknowledged. They're bastards. In the technical sense, not the insult sense, of course. 5, so he does not yet have a guardian. Usually when your children are 6, you send them off to be educated. Anyways, back to the council. Your chancellor does your diplomatic actions. One of the more important ones is fabricate claims. You'll find that if you are stymied in your conquests, you will have to fabricate a nice claim on a territory to advance and continue your reign of terror. You could be good too, but being good means you fight things like heretics and heathens. Dun dun dun. And we can see we have a nice juicy heathen state over here. Sunni Muslim. Right now, I'm going to leave the Chancellor be. Your Marshal, he can suppress some revolts, he can train troops, he can research military tech. Generally, I like to send him to train troops, at least in the beginning. We see Apulia and Catanzaro are under our direct control. I'll send him to Apulia just since that looks like our capital. Our steward essentially can collect taxes, oversee construction, research economy tech. Right now, our economy tech is probably good enough to build the basic buildings, but our treasury is likely going to be low. And in the beginning, let's check. This is our county capital, and we can see what we can build. Yeah, we can build a wooden palisade right now, but everything else is a bit too pricey. So let's set him to collecting taxes. As you can see, he can either... Ooh, his skills are not that great, so he's more likely to get attacked by peasants, but we're going to need that money. Your spy master. Generally I like to set to uncover plots right at the beginning. He could also study technology or build a spy network, but I like to know who's going to stab me in the back. Our port chaplain is, again, he can research, he can improve relations, but right now I'm going to go to the religious view, and as we scroll out we can see that there is a Catholic area and an Orthodox area and the Sunni Shiite Muslim area right now. I am, or my character is Catholic, so let's convert some people. Heading the local Inquisition is what will do it. Let's send him to our own territory, because each of your little vassals has their own court, which hopefully will be converting on their own. Whether or not they do is another question. Laws. Here we see our ducal laws. Essentially, agnatic means that males only can inherit. Agnatic cognatic means that males are preferred, but females can inherit. And absolute cognatic means that males and females inherit on an equal basis. You're likely not going to get this because one of the requisites, of course, is that you have the Basque culture, which is limited essentially. Let us go to the culture view, to a small area in Spain. We are, well, our subjects are of the Italian, mostly of the Italian bent. Your succession seniority is the oldest member of the dynasty. Primogenitor is firstborn child. Elective is letting it all your dukes. And vassals vote. Right now, we have agnatic, cognatic, gavelkind, which means that the firstborn son will likely inherit, except that the rest of the duchy will be distributed among the others. Let's see. He is a hunchback, a greedy hunchback. This does not bode well for him, but we shall see. These are the various levies and taxation laws. Generally, right now, you can go lower and your vassals will think better of you, or higher and they will think worse of you. Let's leave that be for right now. Generally, I like to have at least some feudal taxation, because otherwise it's all going into their own greedy little pockets. And city taxation, actually, I find that you can pump up, because cities are a major source of income. Let's just check our castles. Give the best levies. As you can see, we have lots of light infantry, heavy infantry, Hoferics. Generally put bishops in them. I generally don't keep them. If I have them, farm them out to vassals. But cities, as you can see, its base tax is triple